A lot of times after you'll send emails, you won't get any reply. And it's super, super important to follow up because most of the sales happen in the follow up. You won't believe, and I'm talking from personal experience, how many people are emailing me about interesting offers that I love to talk to them, but just because I have overwhelming amount of emails and stuff that I have to do, I'm always saying, oh, I'll get back to them later, and I totally forget about them. And a lot of the time I would thank people who follow up and send the email again and remind me that I actually need to take action on this. So don't feel bad about following up. Following up is super important if it's done correctly. So here's how to do it. Make sure that you follow up at least 2 times before you give up or change your approach. Okay, the first time you can say something like, hey, I just wanted to see that the email didn't get lost, or something like, I know that you probably have a lot in your inbox, so I just wanted here to attach the email that I sent to you and probably you didn't get to it. So basically you're resending the first email again, but you're just adding kind of an extra line on the top of it, okay? In the second time that you'll write, you can write, I don't want to annoy you, so this will be the last time that I'll write, but if you're interested, here's the original email. Now, if you don't get responses, but you do get people to open the email, so they read it, but they don't respond, something in the pitch doesn't work, and it's okay. You can try to iterate it. Okay, think about this. Maybe think about a new angle. Think about whether maybe you're not talking to the right person, or maybe the pitch or the value proposition is not relevant. So rethink this. Now I want to show you an example, which is kind of a funny one, just to show you how you can really be creative with the follow-ups. So here, the subject line, been eaten by alligators. Already something that's funny and curious. And this reads, hey Justin, I've attempted to reach you, but I have no success. Either you've been eaten by alligators or you're just plain swamped. If you have been eaten by alligator, my deepest sympathy goes out to your family members. If you're still alive, one of the following is most likely have happened. I hate to keep pestering you, but I do want to express my desire to chat with you about whether or not our creative workflow tool might be a good fit. Please pick one response and let me know what the next step should be. Yet 1, yes, I've been eaten by alligator. Please send flowers. 2, I haven't been eaten by alligators, but I wish I have been because I decided I have no interest in your services. Thank you for your frank honesty. I can handle it. 3, yes, we have some interest in learning more about your marketing creative workflow. Here are my challenges. 4, we have some interest in leveraging whatever the tool. So please call me at this time. I'm not the right person. Please contact or other. So you can see how here he uses both humor and also making first of all, he sympathizes because he understands the situation, and he did the hard work of listing out all the possible situations so the person can simply type in 1, 2, 3, or 5 number instead of having to type in the answer. So he took a lot of effort, and I think this is a great written email. So you don't have to use it as is, but you can learn from it how to use humor and do the heavy lifting for the people that you're trying to reach out to. Now, hopefully, these reach outs will lead and end up in sales calls, and these calls are basically not very different from the inbound calls that we were talking about when we were talking about sales. So just remember, focus on them. Okay, you need to ask the question to make sure that they are a good fit, and that you really understand the problem. So what is the problem to them? What is it costing them? What happens if this is not resolved? And this is in terms of both threat and opportunity. Like, how much are you losing by not doing something amazing with this opportunity? Or what's it cost you if something breaks or doesn't go down, or you're being sued, or whatever is the case? Explain how you can help, the process and the outcomes, and use this as a setup to say, okay, if this sounds interesting, then we can set up kind of an official first meeting where we can discuss a project. And again, turn this into a normal first meeting where you're doing the diagnosis, and afterwards you can send